Hi, and welcome to Lesson 4. In this lesson we will be dissecting the verbal reasoning section of cognitive ability tests. We will be doing so mainly by solving and answering some sample questions. So I suggest that you come in the right mindset and make sure to have some scrap paper and a pen to take part in this lesson. The next 3 lessons will be repeating this same style of lesson. So just make sure to have the right motivation and come prepared. Let's get started. The verbal reasoning section has the widest variety of question styles of all sections in cognitive ability tests. We will review 8 of the most popular question styles in this lesson. The colors below give you a good measure of where to focus your efforts and time. Gray means it is difficult to notice improvements in short preparation timeframes. Red means that these are tricky questions that include more concepts to internalize, but can bring about bigger performance improvements through practice. We will now review those styles through sample questions. Each question will have a time limit to keep you challenged. Please prepare a pen or pencil and some scrap paper. We start with vocabulary. Try answering this question in 8 seconds. The correct answer is vapid, which means lacking interest, flavor, and/or liveliness. Here is another popular format of a vocabulary question. Take 8 seconds to answer it. Salient means most noticeable or important, while insoluble means impossible to solve or incapable of being dissolved. Therefore, the correct answer is neither the same nor the opposite. Word analogies are among the most popular question styles in cognitive ability tests. The analogy may show up in different formats, but the essence remains the same. The key to solving analogy questions is to define a relationship between 2 words using a coherent sentence. Notice the order and direction of the relationship, and only then match an answer option that corresponds with the relationship in the exact same direction. See if you can solve this analogy question in 25 seconds. Young and elder are age-dependent adjectives. However, they're not necessarily antonyms. Elder means of a greater age. We can therefore describe the analogy from left to right as young has less years than elder. If we try to apply the description to the answer options, only answer 3 complies with the definition, as an intern has less years of experience than a professional. In another question type, you may be asked to choose 1 or 2 words that do not belong. Take 20 seconds to solve this one. In this example, circle is the odd one out, since it describes a specific shape, while all other words describe a location in space or a part within a shape. In sentence completion questions, you need to choose the best word or words to complete a sentence in a logical way. Try solving this question now in less than 25 seconds. The correct answer is 1. In these questions, it is best to plug in the first pair of words from the answer options as you read the sentence for the first time, and then continue from there. Deductive reasoning can be measured through a number of question types, and more specifically, syllogisms, drawing conclusions, and seating arrangements require more practice time than most sections of cognitive ability tests. Nevertheless, with enough time on your schedule and the right motivation, you can master these tricky questions as well. Here are some general tips for practicing deductive reasoning questions. Make sure to find the question style that is used in your test. Review and memorize the basic thumb rules that apply for that question style. Experiment with a few solving strategies. And make sure to have a pencil and scrap paper to jot down the steps on the way to the correct answer. Here is a classic beginner-level syllogism question. See if you can answer it in 40 seconds. The proposed conclusion is correct. One way to solve this question is by drawing circles per each group. We see that x and y overlap, and we can also see that z and x do not overlap at all. Therefore, there are indeed some y that are not z. See if you can answer this syllogism question in 40 seconds. Here again, an illustration can be useful for answering this question. We see that in order to connect between John the lawyer and the non-grumpy people, we must pass through all three assumptions. Here is an example of a list of expressions that you should memorize for syllogism questions. A similar list in PDF format is available to you in this lesson unit. Here is another deductive reasoning question, known as family trees. See if you can answer this one in 35 seconds. The answer is and. In these questions, it is best to jot down a basic hierarchy diagram in which you start from an anchor that was provided clearly in the question. And lastly, seating arrangements is another tricky and time-consuming question style. See if you can answer this question in 50 seconds. In seating arrangement questions, it is imperative to draw a basic illustration that describes the structure of the question. It could be a row, or a column, or even a circle. We start with a piece of information that is easiest to describe. We then add the rest, step by step, like a puzzle. In this case, Sean's location is easiest to start with. Then, it is Stan who's not standing at the sides. And so on. The conclusion is correct. This brings us to the end of Lesson 4. I hope you found it useful. Please note that this lesson includes a PDF file with a list of curated practice resources that are available for free on the internet and are worth reviewing. Don't forget to check it out. And on to Lesson 5, which focuses on numerical reasoning.